Hello everyone! Long time no see. Let's talk about game development and the life in general. First of all, what happened to Yandere School on Google Play? Yeah, I know, I received a lot of emails asking about what happened to Yandere School on Google Play. It's almost 10 years have passed already since the beginning of the development of this game. If I were a big corporation, I would have already started thinking about making the remake or the remaster. But times have changed, and platform stores have also changed. They are not the same as they used to be. Just to be clear, game was removed from Google Play not by me, but by store itself. You can guess why. Game's setting doesn't fit modern narrative, it doesn't fit all this agenda and cancel culture. Google Play has changed. On user's side, it decreased usability, implemented more ads and strange algorithms of discoverability. On my side as game publisher, store also made changes. Now to publish game, it requires to fill very long questionnaire list, with questions like: does your app collect data? Does it collect GPS location? Does it have gambling? Does it have user-generated content? Does it support terrorism or does it depict organizations prohibited in Federative Germany or South Korea? Does it have data encryption? Does it have violence? Is your app affiliated to government or health organizations? And so on and so on. And each question has plenty of sub-questions. Come on, store! I simply making game for fun. It's not some secret government application. Today, you simply can't publish game like Yandere School. Does it have violence? Sure, it's a typical video game. But how can we be scared of some red pixel splatters on screen when we live in the year 2025? Real life doesn't ask whether you want to see violence or not. Here are some sounds for you, which I experienced couple days before. In the basement of my house. Anyway, Yandere School was a big part of our lives. I still receive emails from players who type something like: "Hello, it was a game of my childhood. I played it many times. Now I am much older and wanted to revisit an old game, but cannot download it anymore on Google Play." Thank you, dear players, for such a feedback. It warms my heart. Luckily, Steam is much more sane and adequate platform, and it still has PC version of Yandere School. Let's not take it as granted, and let us be thankful for such liberty to Gabe Newell, because Steam policy may change any moment. Purchases from Steam help me to live and continue creativity, so thank you, people. And alternatively, you may try to find an old APK file for Android somewhere in the internet. I don't blame anyone for piracy. Conclusion: game was removed by Play Store and it doesn't look like it can be restored or updated. After all, it was a game of its time. Next topic: Project Anime RPG. You may remember, some time ago I announced that I was working on a new game. It was meant to be a big 3D anime game with roleplay, dialogues and no fighting mechanics. It was the year 2020. I worked on this game until I could, but then the project grew up to such a point that it became too difficult for me alone. I paid artists to make 3D models and I spent quite a lot of money. I estimated that to finish visuals it would require 2 or 3 times more money, but my funds already were running low. I tried to talk with some publishers, but it seems that my business and marketing skills were not enough. You may see by yourself the scale of the game. it would have the entire town with many buildings. Some buildings are meant to be usable, such as school, shops, protagonist's house, houses of some other important quest characters. It would have 600 by 600 meters walkable streets, also having shoreline, park, shops area, schoolyard, farming and forest lands. Some models are already present, but to finish all of this is a big work to do and some big money to spend. Let's talk about the third topic. And it was already the year 2021. Some of you may remember the time from Ukraine. By the time, many of us already had feeling of tension. Political situation was darkening. All of this and difficulties with anime RPG game pushed me to think about other things. I temporarily paused anime RPG and I still hope to complete it someday. But in that time, in the year 2021, I started another project that required much smaller budgets. To understand all those war and political things, one needs to dig deeply into history. Because there were no good historical books, and because I became interested in such topics, I, as the true entrepreneur, understood that it was me who was chosen to develop such book. After all, whether it is a book or a video game, all of these are informational projects, and I have a good experience with this. So, instead of hiring artists or writing programming code, I found a couple of history scientists and organized the project to make first complete and easy to understand history book about Ukraine and the world from Ukraine's point of view. We have successfully finished the project some time ago and published the book online. By the way, book is translated to English and it is available on Amazon. So, if you are interested in social sciences, politics, economy and history, I welcome you to check link on Amazon. Preview part of the book is completely free. And, by the way, you may have seen AI streams where characters of Yandere school endlessly speak to each other, getting text from ChatGPT. Really, AI is fascinating technology of our days. But how to use this technology usefully? It is a question. Developing such streaming thing was technologically fun for me, but it doesn't seem to be very useful, so I don't run such streams anymore. Topic number 4. And here comes the big news. I've started working on a new project. It is a 3D survival game. I hope to release a public demo in few months. Financially, it will be a much more affordable project than anime RPG. With this survival game, I hope to earn enough money for further development, maybe even to become able to complete anime RPG game. Survival game will have a setting in the Bronze Age. Game will depict a historic transition from the ancient humanity of hunters-gatherers to the civilized humanity of the early agricultural age, and even more, to the age of first empires. That's it. The player will pass from being a chieftain of uncivilized tribe to the king of his own country. You will build not only your own small base, but entire city and gain control of the entire region. But to proclaim yourself as the king, it is not enough simply to have an audacity. You need to earn legitimacy, and even to build a ziggurat, monumental building of prestigious and religious meaning. To become a king is the main game's quest. I really want to know what you think about this new project. Yes, it's not another anime game, but I hope many of you would like it and support my efforts. If this game becomes successful, I may be able to continue anime projects in future. I will tell more about the new project in the next videos, so check this channel from time to time. I read all the comments, so post your thoughts under the video. Let's have a discussion.